An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own.
You're tuned into an album a day. Show, start.
Hey everyone, we are kicking it back in the classroom again and making our way over to Go Crazy. Now, before we get into that, I do want to acknowledge the fact that May 21st, 2012, there was a compilation album released. It was called 2 p.m. Members Selection. And I'm not going to assess that because it was a compilation album. It had 18 tracks on it, but the majority of them came from mini albums and studio albums between their debut year all the way to 2011. So you have things on here from Hottest Time of the Day, 2 p.m., Don't Stop, Can't Stop, Still 2 p.m., 1:59 p.m., Hands Up, and let me go back, 2 p.m., Time for Change. So it's a mixture of their Japanese and their Korean albums all in Korean. So we're not going to assess that, but I didn't want to ignore it. I didn't want anyone to go, oh my God, you were doing the discography and you didn't do the discography. Yeah, I did. I acknowledged the fact that that exists, but that's not going to be an album we look at specifically because it's a compilation. So we are in 2014 now at this point. We're in the fall of 2014. September 15th, to be exact, is when Go Crazy was released. And this is also around the same time I got to see them in concert. I'd never seen them in concert until this album came out. So Go Crazy is a fun album, and it's put together pretty solidly. I can't deny that. It is 39 minutes long, a little closer to 40 to be 100% honest, but 39 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm trying to double check for sure, y'all. Just give me a second. Pulling up all the little Google splickety-splee. You can hear me typing right now. You would think I'd be more prepared, but I was trying to make sure to not be disruptive to the classrooms that are around me. Okay, yeah. All right, so it's 39 minutes, Lord Jesus, 39 minutes and 17 seconds. The album had 11 tracks on it, but then they also did a grand edition of it too, and they did these remixes to Go Crazy, and like one of them is my total jam. It's been played on my my station head radio station for a while, which that'll be coming back probably at the start of next year. Maybe it'll come back in December. I'm not sure. Because, I want to get all my broadcasting going on. But yeah, let's get to this rank because I'm over here struggling. So K-pop fans on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being essential listening and 1 not worth mentioning, the A3Day rating on Go Crazy, the main album, not the bonus, because the bonus is just remixes. I want to be clear on that, is a 4. So much like their big group counterparts, 2 a.m., where it's a lot of 4s and 5, thus far 2 p.m. is really maintaining, and it's awesome. This is another electro R&B hip-hop thing, but this is the first one where if you go on Wikipedia and you look up the album Go Crazy, the genre is literally listed as K-pop. The first one that is for them. Now, maybe that'll be revised later on, but the previous albums we talked about, they didn't have that designation. So it's very interesting to see that. So, let me tell you why this album is a 4 and not a 5. It's a 4 because of the attempts that were made by some of the members of the group. They took a different way of approaching some of the songs. If this was the bonus CD, it would be a 5 strictly for Superman. So that's exactly why. The flow of it is very good. You have a massive amount of people who were involved in the musicality of all of this. Go Crazy was the big deal single that had the crazy video to it, them having a party and they basically doing that one leg hop dance before we actually had something a little bit more similar to it in America. Go figure. June K wrote it, and He also had a hand in the arrangement and the music. But some of the names I want to drop on this, you have not just this song, this album as a whole. You got June K, Danny Magic, Glenn Choi, and that's Choi to us American, CHOI, but it's Choi, the correct pronunciation. Just thought I would share that with you. So he's also known as DJ Nur. Fingers, Justin Tavalla. We have Playful Children, Shin Mansu, Ha Jung-hyo, someone called Storyteller. Oh, these arrangers that I have to look up. Man, Ilang Lamholt, Lasse Lindorf, Thor Norgard, Mads Moeller, Lady Back Sound, Lady Back Ashley. Wow, really, Laid Back Sound. Let's do our best to read. Glory Face, Alto, Shim Ng, Ragun M, Ryan M, someone named Lel, Lel, that's really interesting. You got somebody called Super Chang Dai. Like, you got a whole bunch of hands all over this. Boy Toy helped with Superman, which is my jam. But the 11 tracks do flow together very well. Honest to goodness, the album is really 9 tracks with number 10, Beautiful, and 11, I'm Your Man in Korean. And those have already been done before in Japanese. That's the only reason. I strongly recommend that you go past Go Crazy. It'll grate on your nerves for a while and skip over to Mine as well as Boyfriend. Those are jams in and of themselves. I like them. You'll be able to find a video for Go Crazy as well as the dance rehearsal, but I'm sure there might be some fan cams of these other things from some of the concerts. I can't even tell you off the top. It's Boyfriend. That's what it is. It's either Mine or Boyfriend. I can't distinctly remember, but on my YouTube channel, Multifacetedacg, there is a recap, and I mentioned it during the very first album for these gentlemen, how they screwed up my mind. The song is one of those two, performed by Chansung and Taecyeon. I genuinely cannot remember the name of the song, not even lying. Like, even if I listen to the album, I can't recall because they took my sanity from it. You definitely, maybe I can share the story in a recap form as an audio clip when we are finished with their discography. I'm still trying to figure out how we'll honor the end of everyone's discography. I've been talking a lot about that. So let me know if you listen to this one. Definitely let me know which one is your favorite, and I'll catch you in the next show. Bye, y'all.